G'day and welcome. We're just going to have a quick look at the CompetitionHQ app for Android as well as for iOS. We're looking at iOS today, so I'm just going to click on the icon. It's asking me for my username and password, so I'll just put those in. Okay, so here is the age, gender events that it already had downloaded from previous. If I wanted to go and do a fresh download of everything, I just click on the little hamburger up the top left corner, the three horizontal lines. In here, I can ask it to refresh just the events, the PBs, the records, and the members independently with those little curly arrows, or I can do resync all. There's a couple other settings here. Nominate members by default. It can also just bring down only athletes that are nominated, as well as count back for non-aged. So for non-high jump events, you can turn on count back, so that if there's two people that are doing long jump and get the same distance, it will start to look at their prior attempts to see who actually won high jump. So I'm just going to hit resync all, and this is now just going to start downloading the event list, as you can see down the bottom, and then it will step through the other areas that it needs to download, so the member list, PBs, records, and so on. That's just rebuilding the screen. So we'll just have a quick look to start with at shot put, and we'll just go to 8 males. So currently it's saying there's no records. I can also combine age and genders, so I can have 7 female and the 8 males, but I'll just go the 8 males for now, then hit the arrow to go across. This will now build out my event list based on all the athletes that are in this particular age gender group. So down the bottom I can see that there are 36 in this age group. Now not everybody turns up each week, so the options are to denominate athletes who are not here. So we could do a bit of a roll call, and maybe PayPal test 10 isn't around, so I'm just going to click on that athlete once and then slide them off the screen. Toby, are you here? Yes, Toby is. Gabriel, are you here? No. Okay, click on him, slide him out. Noah, are you here? And so on. The alternative is you can denominate everybody by clicking the rubbish can up the top, and that will then denominate all the athletes off. So we can see down the bottom it says nominated is 0, denominated is 36. So I'll click on that, and I can now do a roll call but slide athletes in who are actually here today. I'll do a few more. Okay, so 3 athletes that are attending today. So now that we've got them on the screen, we've got options on how we want to sort them on the screen. So if I go by PB, if there was any PB data on the screen, then it would be sorting by that. So let's go for ID number. So I've got the option here with the little arrow up the top right corner, so I can flip the order around based on whichever way I want to look at that particular ID number. Smallest the largest, the largest the smallest. If somebody turned up late, I could go into denominate, find them, click on them, slide them in. I've now got 4 on the screen. I've got options from here to expand all my athletes so I can see all their result fields by clicking that little arrow down the bottom right, or collapse everyone by clicking the little arrow down the bottom left. Alternatively, I click on their head and it expands one athlete out at a time. Click on whichever of the 3 attempts I want to put in, so I'll start with the first one. I can click on the second one or the third one, or even put some comments in here. Now comments is more to do with which peg they're using in the field to record this athlete's distances. So maybe it's peg 5 is being used for max, so I can put that in there. So now that is a reference. If I forgot which peg was Max's peg, if you use pegs, numbered pegs, then this is a way to help with that. Let's go back here and we're going to put in a result. So I'm going to put in 1.56 and then go next, and it will slide me down. So Max is now in first place. Ben, we're going to put in 2.77 and go next. He's now in first place, and meanwhile Ben is up there in second place. Then we're on to Noah, and we're going to put in 2.47 next. Toby, however, he has a no throw on this, so I'm going to hit the no throw button. And then OK. So now we've got a no throw. We've got first, second, and third. I could continue on and put the rest of the results in. And you can see here as we do, the little green circles at the high level show us how many attempts we've recorded for these particular athletes. I can upload right now by hitting that upload arrow up the very top, or as I then go back, it gives me a breakdown who's first, second, third, which may highlight that I've keyed in something wrong because it shouldn't be that order. So I could hit the arrow up the top right to go back and go in here and rekey whatever it is I need to edit or tweak. Otherwise then I come back out of here, happy with that screen, then continue back out to here, and it's still got the 8 males that I was in, and it shows me that 4 of 36 results have been recorded down the bottom. If I wanted to just have a quick look at the places, I hit the little 3 lines down the bottom left corner, and it shows me those, and then I go back out again. So I'm finished now with this particular age group. I may want to go on and do some high jump. Okay, so we're about to do high jump. I just realized that we needed to add in an event, so I've just gone into Results HQ and I've just added in 9 male, female high jump. So I need to get the app to refresh, so I'm going to hit the settings option, the 3 horizontal lines at the top. This asks you to do a fresh resync. It's now going to pull down everything again, plus the extra events, and update the records and so on. So once that's finished, there we go, we've got the extra events in there, so I'm just going to go to 9 male high jump. The first screen you're shown once it's down. Okay, so here we are. Once all the athletes have loaded, you've got the option here to choose the height that they're going to start with. The minimum is 40 centimeters or 0.4 meters. The maximum is the center record. So it looks at the center record and it adds a bit more onto it. I think it adds 30% on to allow you to go that bit higher. So I think the record is currently 1.6 meters for this age gender group. So it's gone and added on an extra 30 centimeters. Okay, so we grab our little slider bar and we can move it to wherever we want to. So we're just going to make it 54 centimeters or 0.54 meters and go next. We used to have a keypad entry for that, but some people were putting in centimeters, so they'd put in 100 instead of putting in 1 point something for the meters that it actually is. Okay, so I've got 54 centimeters and I've got all my athletes on the screen, and just like before, I can click on one and slide them off the screen if I want to, denominate them. Otherwise up here we'll start with Luca and press once and I get a green circle, meaning they have passed that height. Go to the next athlete. Once gets a circle, click on it again and I get a no jump. But then they do on the second attempt. So now we've got first and second. Even though everyone's at the same height, we've got first and second. Come down to the next athlete. No jump. No jump, but do make it on the third attempt. So we've got first, second, and third, even though they're all at 54 centimeters or 0.54 meters. And it's telling me up the top that 3 of my 42 have results for this height that we are at right now. If we've got a hot shot, let's say Joel here is a hot shot, he doesn't actually want to jump, so I click 3 times on the same one and I get a dash. Gives him a status of no jump, but it also gives me 4 of 42 up the top have actually gone to the next height. If I wanted to go to the next height, I click on the plus button. I've got my slider. Obviously the minimum is 54 because that's where we just started. And I'll go and add a little bit more on and go to the next arrow. now it will only show me the 4 that have made it from the previous height through to this screen. Not 42 that I had before, only the 4. So let's go again. Luke is jumping really good. First attempt. Second attempt, gets it over. First time gets over. So now in second place and in third place based on count back. And then here, let's go again and makes it through. So it's now come through to this in third place because of the count back logic on the no jump previous. Next height, 10 centimeter jump there. Doesn't make it through, doesn't make it through, and doesn't make it through. Still in first place from the previous height. Does make it through. Okay, new first place. New second place. And new first place. Next height. Only 3 athletes come across to this height because of what we had before where someone got bombed out at the previous height and so on. Again, from here I can change my sort order and the direction of the sort by clicking up here, my sort order. So let's go first name. We just found a bug. Let's not do first name, let's leave it as ID. Okay, I'll have to get that one sorted out. But with the IDs I can flip it. It doesn't like any sorting in here. I have to get both that sorted out. So that's how we do the high jump. Once I'm happy with that, come back and it gives me my first, second, third and fourth based on count back and the heights that they got at their greatest height. Can continue on here. It tells me down the bottom that 4 of 43 have results recorded for this event. Nothing's been uploaded yet, so I'll go and hit upload all. Everything's now uploaded, and that's our high jump. So we just had a look at high jump as well as shot put. If I wanted to go and have a look at a previous date, what I did yesterday's testing, then it would load that up for me. And then we'll be able to work through those dates. Otherwise we stay back on the date that we're on. So that's what I had in yesterday's testing versus today. Reload those events. So this is just pulling from local data that is stored on the phone. It's not trying to pull down information from the cloud. It's already got everything. It doesn't need anything else unless I went up here to settings and did a refresh. Okay, thanks for your time and I hope that helps. Have a great day.